I'm good. You're red. All right, I'm gonna change from streaming here to using this to play music, and I put the live stream back on my. Put the live stream back on my phone. Ava Shockley, I just got your note that you are watching the YouTube. Good for you, girl. You know, you can put it on, if you have Roku or Apple TV, you can live stream it on like the big TV. or broadcast it. So just like a hot tip. Hi, Jody, welcome. Okay. Things are happening. Well, I have done a configuration of things. It's not exactly the thing. I'm actually going to orient this way, so I prefer to go this way behind me. Yeah, because then it'll be more similar to like following from BTS. So I have these guys like on my left and on yeah. And I can move it further forward if you don't have enough room from each other. I can move this like further this way if you guys want, if you feel uncomfortable. I think we're good. Okay. Hi, pals. We're doing a thing. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, so we're on 2 live streams, we're on Zoom, and we're here in person, we're doing stuff. I got a new iPad, so I am trying playing music from it. I know it's like, who are we? What's happening? Great. All right, music's playing, speakers working, things are happening. Things are happening. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm going to move this one back a little bit so you can see a little bit better. All right. Big plans, big dreams. This over here. I have never had so much stuff for class before. I usually like the whole. This is next level. I saw somebody at the flea market and they had like an old time medicine show suitcase that had legs that they popped up that made the table for it. And I was like, all right, well, clearly that's what my suitcase needs next is its own legs so I can stop carrying the table. And then we're on our way. So, you know, note to self, if anybody wants to build suitcase with legs, it would be like our Baba Yaga. We have to get some chicken legs, right? Like on the bottom of our Bellydance suitcase. That would be super cool. All right, I'm gonna ring this little bell, and then we're gonna make some magic happen. All right. Good evening, everyone. We're gonna start off by greeting our friends with the cheer. So we're going to start with our buddies that are here on the computer and here on the live stream. If anybody in the live stream is here and they want to type in their name, I have the Facebook live stream and the YouTube live stream going. Also, send me a note if you can't hear me, and I will see what I can do about, you know, showing you my illegal face. Yes? Hi, Christina. Welcome. All right. So now presenting the very first person in class today, Leah. Yay! Jody. Christina. Ava Shockley. And here in the flesh, Sonia. Landa. Kirsten. And me. It's Leslie. Hi, everybody. Yay. We're the best. Congratulations to us for making it here. This is week 10 of this series. We have this class until September 7th, and then it's just going to roll right over to September 14th, which is the new series date that the next one will begin. And on the 14th, we will have 2 different classes. So we'll have 6:30 will be level 1. We'll be returning to reinforcing basic position, working on the foot patterns, and creating more and deeper harmony and understanding in our body of how the structure of this is working. If you feel that you are in a place where you are comfortable with the 4 basic fast foot patterns and you can play triples on the finger symbols at the same time, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you feel comfortable with working on that skill, then I would welcome you to take both classes if you're interested. The level 2 class will just be in the next hour. So that's going to be at 7:25. And already Tammy signed up for it. She's #1 person signed up for that. So that's exciting. Yeah. So so that's going to happen on the 14th. And then on the 16th, that is the evening that we're going to be doing American Cabaret. So at 6 o'clock, we'll be doing that. It's going to be a multi-level class at 6 o'clock. And it'll be, again, in 6-week sessions, just like we are used to in the fall, with a week off in between. I have them scheduled at Youngstown all through 2020 and 2021. So whenever we can return back into the studio safely, we have that option awaiting us. Until then, we'll be online. So
We froze. Tammy?
Hi, Tammy.
I think we froze.
Leslie froze.
Oh crap already.
Lee is the host now.
Nice top.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank-
those are good.
That is super cute.
Nice.
I can't remember. It was for one of our performances one year. The black and white and red.
Nice.
And I'm still too hot, so there we go. So were any instructions given yet or?
Nope.
Nope. All right.
Nope, she said you were the first one to sign up for September class.
Haha. Yes. For Monday, at least.
Yeah, I have to look.
Um,
I wonder if it'd be worth moving to YouTube.
oh.
Yeah, come on, Zoom. I hate Facebook. I'm not following through Facebook.
She doesn't have them public anymore on you. Well, let's see.
Oh,
I'm going to click live on YouTube and see. Oh, no, YouTube is us.
oh. Okay.
I think.
Just more.
Does she know that? She must know that Zoom. Okay. Do. How's everybody? How are everybody?
Fine.
Good.
How are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, starting to get anxious about school starting.
Oh, I'm very anxious about school starting. I'm in a lot of denial right now. That's basically.
I had to face the music. I'm like, I'm not going to have anything for my students if I don't start making it.
Well, I did watch NEA had a an hour thing today. Oh, wait, she's back. She's back.
Back, yay!
hi, friends. I am also live streaming in Facebook in our private ATS belly dancing group. So if you are like, hey, what's going on? I created like this little peep into what's going on. You can look at the live stream. It's still running. So I promise. I am sorry. I don't know why. Sometimes it just does this magical thing. But adventure, right?
So the Zoom crashes, but the live stream to Facebook doesn't?
Yeah. Well, the live stream to Facebook is running on the cell network, and the one for Zoom is internet connection. So they are just kind of working in from different angles.
Yeah.
So what I was telling these guys that are here is that we have got the fall schedule set, and that Tammy is person #1 for our level 2 ATS class that's coming up belly dance style. So if you have comfort with the 4-foot patterns and playing the finger cymbals, then that class is going to start at 7:30. The other is at 6:30, and I would really encourage you to come to both if you're available for both. I just don't think you can get enough practicing, and it's really hard to practice alone. So that's going to happen. Also, just like I'm just going to mask up for a second. So just also too, these classes have separate amounts of money attached to them, but honestly, everybody's in a really different space financially. If you can afford to register for class, that's fabulous, and I appreciate the support. And if you cannot afford to register for class, I just welcome you to come. really like just don't worry about it, you know. So it's great to have you if you want to pay for one class and come to 2 classes. If you've got like if there's any financial barrier to your participation, please just don't worry about it at all. And we don't even have to discuss it. Yeah, I promise you, I'm not even keeping track of it. You know that's true. So it would be So that's my message. So please do come if you're interested in dancing. I really want you all to be there. Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Let's get things cooking here. Yeah, I'm sorry this has taken me a minute to get all this stuff put together today. Well, you know what? I'll skip your leg lifts and your crunches since we got past that. So that's kind of good news for you. Maybe we'll do a little. All right. So let's start with our meditation. So just feet together, ankles together, shoulders back and down, letting the hands be heavy and settling onto the floor. Feeling like you can close your eyes and feel the wind on your skin. Just breathing in and out. Letting the feet trying to create the experience for yourself of feeling the ribs. working on a brand new slow move today. Bing. So we are gonna work on today. I'm gonna get my mat and get it out of my way because we're off the floor for now. So we're gonna put our shoes on here. Okay, so I left you a little video in the Facebook group, but not that long ago. So what we're working on today is called a corkscrew turn. So the corkscrew turn is really closely related to the propeller turn. The body setup looks really similar, and then you have to really pay attention to how it's going, see how it's going to finish. Yeah? So the propeller turn we did as we were just going through our warm up, and that's the one where the hands are overhead and it comes to the right and the center and to the left and up and to the right. And then we go whoop, and this comes down and the leg is across and we make a turn. Yeah? So that I hope sounds familiar to everybody. Cool. So then when we make this transition to, I've waited a long time to do the corkscrew turn, even though I think that it's actually really nice to have this vocabulary because they're so similar and you can like create this kind of surprise moment, you know what I mean, where people think they know what's going to happen, but then something different happens, which is fun. But you have to kind of understand the plan, and they're very, very close. So the key that you're doing is hands over the head, and this right foot comes off. So here, and it's all the same. You don't have to have it hand choreo on these hand drops, but you can, and they can be as many as you want. And as with anything that's a slow move, it's completely counted. So you can take as long or as full time as like whatever. So this hand is down right, then left, then we'll go here. And then when I bring both hands down, you know something different is going to happen. Yeah? So I bring both hands down, then I bring them back up with the head. They're going to be side by side, and they're just going to plunge down, 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 down. When we finish the move, the arms will sweep back up and finish back at the top. Yeah? So I think the idea is that your body, it's like when you're screwing the corkscrew into the bottle and it's going, right? So that's why it's called a corkscrew. So we're going to make one full turn. You know that something is going to happen. Or honestly, I could back out this and not do either. I could just use the setup. Be like, down we go. Yep, here I am. Yep. So that is the corkscrew turn. Yeah. If you already know the propeller turn, and I hope that you do from before, I think that will make your life easier. If you don't know either of them yet, it can be a little confusing. So there are videos of all of them for you to review. So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to do that a bunch of times, so a little music for you to follow. I'm going to mix it in with some other stuff from our vocab. Yeah. And we'll just practice a little bit. Yes. Cool. Did anybody have questions online about the corkscrew turn? Is everybody good? Cool. Love it. Okay. Great. Let's play some music. Sorry, I have so many little things going now. and stretch our arm across our body. Hands nice and wide. Give this deltoid a little break. I know mine are tired. I bet yours are tired. Yeah, wiggle your fingers and turn that way. Is there any questions about the difference between propeller and corkscrew? See the connection between the two of them and how the body positions fit together from the beginning, and then you can change which one you're going to finish with. Yeah. I hope.
Is there any difference
In the what?
in the feet?
Yeah. It's it's any slow movement is what they categorize as arrhythmic. So actually, do you mind if I let me just stop this? Oh yeah, that's fine. Sorry. Thank you. Okay. Keeping with my superstitious belief that the internet is blocked by that door, I'm just going to leave it open. And then we can duck under there for the restroom if we need it when we take a break. Yeah. So all slow movements, not just propeller turn and this one, are what's called arrhythmic, which means that they don't have a specific count. So none of them have counts for any of the slow movements. All of them are like, if I wanted to make the right side of a tuck seam last for a really long time and make the left side very short, that's my prerogative as the leader. I can show you that with my hand gesture because this is the right hip. And that's the left. So it's really just about listening to the music and deciding how you would like to play.
But math trouble. I was asking about feet. Are the feet exactly the same?
The feet are exactly
Exactly
the
the same.
same. I thought you asked me if I heard a different question.
I know. Well, we're both math.
Yeah, it's tough with the
But that
math.
was also a good answer
Yeah.
for a different question.
Yes.
It's very helpful.
Yes. I thought you were asking me if one was faster. No. Okay.
The feet the same.
No, the feet are the same. Yeah, the feet are the same. Yes. So, right, you're over here, just kind of almost looks like a ballet third. And then with this one, you're going to pick this wrist up, and then I put my foot a little bit more behind on this propeller turn. But really, like, you're here, right? And then you're coming around. It's all the same. So it's what some people call an X turn, right? Because your legs are making this X, and then you're trying to squeeze tight like a ice skater and hold your center line as tight as you can, and that will help you get around. So the further behind you you can get your foot, and the tighter you can hold your thighs, the easier it will be to spin. Yeah. Jody, do you have a question, or are you just stretching?
I was just doing moves in my head.
That's cool. You do moves.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah. So I'm just going to give you guys the quick basic position pointers once again, and we're going to stretch the backs of the arms a little bit more. So we're going to hold our elbows and just hang forward. I feel that we just can't stretch our arms enough. It's actually so strenuous. Soften the knees and rolling up through the body. Let the hands hang heavy. Yeah. So here we are, right? And I want you just to lead up with the elbows, and let's just let the hands hang for me. So what has to happen here is the elbows have to be up, the hands have to be back, and the hands are wider than the elbows usually. Right? So you need to have power through your fingers. Yeah, love it. So keeping power, keeping the feet together, keeping the knees soft, and keeping the chest, right? Like up, the shoulders are up on that shell. So again, we're just dropping, elbow up, and facing back, and push. Yes, and push. And swoosh. Yes. And so when we are dropping out, and up, and out, and up, and out, we're still holding all of that true. Yeah? Cool. And then, boom. And then that would be what would take you around. So we are going to do a little practice. We've got 2 pairs here, and we're going to do some pairs online. And I would like you guys, want to review for you how to do a switching between you and a partner. And here online, let's see, Ava is dark, which is totally fine. So Ava, why don't you follow me? And if you want to have your video on, you can. And you don't have to if you don't want to. Or perhaps I could convince whoever's, you guys got buddies? Sweet. So last week we focused a lot on how to do either a rotation or a circle using this arm variation when we turn. So here we are in place, and we're going to drop. And as the leader, I'm going to either come here. Everybody else has to continue in a full circle. And when you turn around the rest of the way, I'll be looking at you, and that's the sign that we're going to switch spots, right? And I'm going to take your place, and you're going to be the leader. Or what happens is here I am, and I'm in position number 1, and I'm like, boom, give me your spot. And you have to step forward and take their place. Yes? So we did a lot of this last week. I know some of us weren't here for it, but I hope you had a chance to look at the vid. And we were all here except, I don't think Camilla was here last week, but, oh, you weren't here? Oh, Camilla was here. You missed last week? I don't know what's going on. Charlie was here last time. I remember he had fabulous clothes. Groovy. So what I would like you to try to practice doing this turn, and also to add in changing who's the leader and the follower. Yeah? Cool. Can I have you guys step forward so they can see you on the video? Shoot. More. Okay, I can only see Sonia. So Sonia, you can work to the left, and then you two are going to go be a different pair. Yep. So you start with Camilla as your leader. Yep. So I only see Sonia and Lyanda. So that's totally fine if you guys want to be. You guys are welcome to go further forward if you want to be in the video. If you don't want to be, that's fine. Groovy. Just so we got pals that we can see. And also here on the video, let's give you guys buddies. So let's do. I actually think with on the video, why don't you just do a group of 3? It just makes the most sense. Yeah. And so you guys will practice leading the new turn, and then also creating this moment. And when people turn around and look, you guys can, turn, and whoever puts their back to the group obviously is the leader when it comes to the video screens. Yeah, because we're not in a true configuration. So, love it. And Ava, I'm gonna have you be person number 3 for this group of 2 right here. So you go ahead and follow the first person there. Groovy. All right, I'm gonna put a little music on. So this is just a 1 minute, give it a try. Yeah? Did you guys want a question answered before we start?
You said, what do the arms do when you're swapping places?
That's right, whatever the leader says. Yeah. Usually, to keep life easy, when we're changing using this alternating arm, if the person used their left arm to begin the turn, when you got there, you would probably just use the other arm. To keep life easy. So, all right, ready for some tunes? We got 1 exciting minute. And go. Yeah. So you have to go the other way first. Yeah, we're going clockwise. All right. We're going to do it again. Yeah?
Hi, Leslie?
Yeah.
Do the arms go down one side, down the other, then back up before they go down?
Yep.
Okay.
Up and down. Yep.
Okay, we're
So-
doing it right.
I actually wrote it down in my notes. Yeah, it's, yes. Hands overhead, right floreo, left floreo. Both hands have to go back down, so they have to be back overhead first. And then you bring your arms back overhead, and then they come down. And then the last part is where they sweep up to finish. So for the benefit of all people, let's do just the arms again. Yeah. So I'll step up to the front, and I'm going to lead the 1 minute segment, and then I'll let you guys get back to your slow leading and following. So I'll just do it again for everybody. And back to your next leader, please. We're going to practice again. So moving on to whatever your second or third leader is here with you guys. Yeah. Yeah, I'm liking everything about everything. Does anybody have questions about those? Yeah? We have to sweep the hands back up at the end, just in case. If you want to take a note about this, I'm going to walk through it step by step if you want to write it down. If you guys want to write it down, and then we'll go to break. Yeah? So you can have it in your brain for later. Yeah, or you can look at your stick figures later and be like, what was that about? What? And then you can look at this video and be like, oh, that's what my sticky figures mean. Yes? So I would just like to mention that the reason why I've waited so long to introduce this turn is because it has so many parts, right? And you're like, what? And it's very similar to the other turn. So I find it very confusing, but it is, if you wanted to follow along with other, if you're looking online for Fat Chance belly dance drills or beginner drills or ATS drills and like just for fun things to follow along with, or if you're like enjoying watching just some dance performances, that you find them on Vimeo and you can find them on YouTube, this is going to come up a lot. And it's just like a really important piece of vocab. I don't know why it comes so early because there's tons of other stuff we could work on, but it's actually like it's a pretty fundamental piece of the vocab. So here it is. Yeah. So I'm gonna put my little masky just to the side for a second here. Yeah, I'm really far away from everyone. I don't know what's around. Everybody's okay with that plan. Well, because then you can hear me on the video, and then I won't answer the questions you ask. The answers you can't hear. Okay, so here's the plan, right? So you must begin with your hands overhead. This is where it begins, right? The hands overhead. And then you know that we're going to either do the propeller turn or we're going to do the corkscrew turn. Or if I don't do the third part of any of these, I could just walk away from it and use the beginning for fun. Yeah, just because it's free. Yeah, there's no rule that you have to finish it because until you cue it, which is either for the propeller turn that you do this part or for the corkscrew turn that you take both hands and down and back over the head, you could just walk away from the setup. So you'll see that sometimes too when you're watching, if you're trying to like deconstruct and look at like what people are doing, you'll see that sometimes they just change their mind. Or maybe they ran out of music. Or maybe they forgot what they were doing. Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, so corkscrew turn. Step number 1, hands overhead. Then I'm going to drop the right arm. It's optional if you use Floreo or how many Floreos you put in. I think it's nice to have a couple. I always do the 2 hands at the same time. And so Right down to the left. And I'm looking with my eyes, right? I'm looking right, I'm looking left. And then I'm coming back up. I'm going to drop down. Again, the elbows are still high. You only come to shoulder height. Yeah? And then as you're coming down, you may still have some of that hand floreo here moving through. That's your choice. You're going to bring the hands up overhead, and as you plunge them down, you turn. When you arrive at the end, you have to finish with an arm sweep up. This is the completion of that movement. It's the end of the combination. So, have to is a funny word with dancing, but because this is a cue-led thing, the expectation from your followers, if they know this movement, is that that's where you're going to finish with your hands back overhead. Yeah. So I'm going to do it again. Just first up, big talk. So it's hands overhead, right hand drop, right up, left hand up, two hands up, and plunging down the center as I turn, and then I'm going to finish after I land. I plant, and then I'm off to whatever is next. So yeah, cool. Are you interested in seeing? Oh, here's the funny part about doing the live stream on my phone is that someone is trying to call me right now. Bing. So many advantages and disadvantages to all these plans. If I turn off the Wi-Fi or if I change the stealth thing, it won't do the live stream. So I actually can't stop it. I wonder if I can put it on sleeping mode. Big things, big plans, big dreams. I was thinking it might be a little bit interesting to do back and forth between propeller and corkscrew for you, with just a couple little transition moves in between to give your brain a chance to be like, oh, that's the corkscrew, oh, that's the propeller, that's the corkscrew, that's the propeller. Yeah, interesting to you guys? Yeah, cool. So let's do that for a minute, and then, oh, I see a little note in here. Oh, yeah, Leah left a note on the Facebook one, right? So great, now people can find us again. She had some problems on our Zoom, and there she is back again. Groovy. It's gonna work for us. I'm gonna keep working on it until I can get everybody here. Yeah, don't be shy to tell me about the things that are happening for you that are not working, because I can't work on them if I don't know. So we're just solving problems, right? Groovy. So let's do, I love this one. Let's just do this 1 minute through, and then we'll take a little break. Yeah. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Cool. All right, friends. We're gonna take a little break on your shoulders and drink a little water, yeah? And then we'll come back at it in just a couple minutes. If anyone needs a restroom, that's here. There's a or the inside to the left, and then the bathroom's just around to the right. Yeah. Everybody online doing okay? You guys got questions? We're cool. Sweet. And I actually left you a really nice little video link that's got both propeller turn and corkscrew turn in a Fat Chance Bellydance practice drill. They were doing Friday afternoon practice sessions. So they have those on their YouTube. I don't know if they have a Vimeo. They probably do. But anyway, yeah.
That was really informative and good. Thank you for posting those.
Well, good. I'm glad. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to see different people. And like, you will see like, if you watch different people perform the drills, I think it's nice to see on different bodies and stuff too, even though the style is meant to be very uniform. Some people clearly have a strong preference for, for an elbow or for a different number of floreos. So like there's a fair amount of variation, even though the moves are the same.
Uh-huh. And that helps me figure out what's actually the move and what's just how the person does it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, it's tricky. It's tricksy. That's why it's good to have buddies. Help you with stuff. And yeah, fun.
Who all is there? I was a little late getting on. Who all is there live today?
I think, we had a little trouble with the internet and I was on and off the Zoom a couple of times. So I think you probably joined right on time, a little bit right on time. So I don't think there was a ton of info before you got here. We were talking about the classes on the 14th and the 16th.
Oh.
There's going to be a little bit, there's a little bit of a break. I'm putting us in the gallery view while we're hanging out on break. There's going to be a little bit of a break in the Wednesday night class. This Wednesday will be the last live stream until the 16th. Yeah. I'm going to take a couple weeks off from working on Wednesday and get our plan really nicely put together and just make a little brain space. Yeah. So we'll still be here on Monday the whole way through. So we'll still keep this thread. Yeah. And yeah. I'm working on my schemes. We're going to take a little break from the 8 o'clock class in the fall. I think everybody that's been teaching class online knows that it's pretty challenging to hold the thread for hours like that at a go. So I think it's going to be a nicer experience if we do all together at 6 and then we work out at 7 and include our folkloric information there. And then I'm going to use that folkloric information from there to generate a dance for us. So we really are still working toward, our performance goals. We're just going to work on them all together. Yeah. So that's my plan.
Sounds like a wonderful plan.
I think it's going to be great. And the folkloric stuff is really cheerful and it's really upbeat and it's really low key. And you get great, big, fun skirts. And so there's just lots of, there's lots of cute costumes. And so that's all fun all around. So, yeah. And I have been daydreaming about our next big group piece. I actually have like all kinds of grand plans and cute ideas. I want to use our frame drums as a prop for a dance, like as a full moon kind of prop, kind of 20s, like cabaret style, whatever, like big like casino style, stage show style, like the casinos in Egypt, and then bring that in so that the frame drums will start playing on the second number. We never really got to work through that much, the Phaedra Pharaonic, because it's got that doom slap, 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 same kind of rhythm when we were working with House of Tarab. So we can come back and use the drums then to bring in the dancers who will work with the fan veils. So it can be like a nice 1-2, you know what I mean? Like it'd be a pretty, yeah.
Combo.
Together. So of course I have to make this piece, but I just need like to create a little brain space to work on it. So, but yeah, I'm delighted and excited about all of our things we're working on. I'm excited about playing drums, excited about playing finger cymbals, doing folk dancing. It's gonna be real groovy.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. All right, pals. Probably.
Hey, Jody, did I recognize? Oh, yep. I know that figment behind you.
So,
yeah.
She did it.
All right.
About it though.
What?
She was a little grumpy about having to provide for herself tonight.
All right, darlings, it's finger cymbal time. Get your finger cymbals on. We're going for a zill walk. So we're just bumping up our finger cymbal vocab, and we're going to start off just keeping it simple. We're going to start off playing in your spot, and when you start to feel like you've got the plan, which as we all know on the triple, the gallop, the longa, which is all the same thing, for this pattern we've been working on, the count always goes and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right. Yeah. Cool. So we're going to put our finger cymbals on, middle finger and thumb. If you are not yet feeling confident with your playing, never fear. The only thing that makes it better is playing more. So feel free to be terrible. Yeah, it's just fine. Yeah, and we're just going to keep on working on it. If you feel like you lose the pattern, just stop for a second and listen to the other people playing, and then we'll pick it up from there. Yeah. So in keeping with our theme that we are always changing in a clockwise direction, we're going to walk the circle here in a clockwise direction, right? Which means that we're supposed to go this way. So if you are feeling while we are working that you need a break and you need to stop, no problem. Step in the middle. Take a break. Yeah? Step to the outside. Okay? Groovy. So if this is 12, which direction is it going? Right. Perfect. I love it. So on the live stream, this is going to be real screwy when you watch it later because everything is perfect with your back to the camera. You can follow beautifully, and then everything is first the direction that it's going. So I tried watching last week, and that is the only flaw in my plan of live streaming on Facebook is that because we're using the camera on the front of the phone, it is a mirror image. So just note to self, it's better if you just watch for the moves if you're watching the live stream and then remember the directions going the other way. Anyway, you know, you get so far along with ATS and then eventually you have your ATS rebellion, right? Your Fat Chance Bellydance rebellion, and then you wind up in transnational fusion, which goes both directions anyway. So eventually we will go the other way. I just feel like there's no point in overloading while we're building. Yeah, so, okay, groovy. So I'm gonna hit the tunes. Doop. And we're just gonna start with just playing. So start with saying. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Go and say it with me. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a playing. Yeah? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. What do you feel good about? Start working. So we are going to add a layer to what we're working on. So we have 3 choices. If you feel like I'm working on counting and playing the finger cymbals in a triple, and that's what I want to work on right now, you are welcome to step either to the middle of the circle, to the outside of the circle, and just continue to play, right? Under 1, under 2, under 3, under 4, no problem. If you've got that and you're walking, you want you to think about your feet landing, right? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. So you got your feet on the footballs, yeah? And if that's going okay for you, when you're finished with that, I'm going to start to lead and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4, and a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4. Yeah? Okay? So then we've got like 4 different things we could all be working on in this moment, and we just have to choose. Yeah? So no problem. Yes? Everybody has got a plan for themselves? Sweet. And... like it. Okay, so we're gonna add a different step. Yeah, and so we're gonna orient towards the front, and we're gonna review for ourselves how to do a shimmy step. Yeah. So just right here, I'm just giving you the concept of this video. So when you're watching later, you guys are welcome to also be in the video, no problem. Yeah. So without any finger symbol thing, it's just and a 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 1, 1, and 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. First one is 1, and the 2, and the 1, and the 2, and the 1, and the 2. Because this movement only goes right left, right? And it always has to start on the right. Look. And then we're going to focus on all first. And we're going to do and the 1. And the 1. I find this hard. And the 1. And the 1. And the 1. Right, left, right. Right, 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 left, right. Right, right, right. Yeah. That makes sense theoretically. Yep. Cool. So we are going to do our basic shimmy step and our Gwazi shimmy step. The Gwazi shimmy step is the flat-footed one, the elbows down. The other one has got the elbows up. So when we're on balls and feet, we're doing what's the basic shimmy step, right? So this one, please, our elbows high. Right. So I'm going to give us like a minute of practice of just those with some finger symbols. And we're going to ditch the finger symbols and we're going to learn our new fast one. Yeah? So it's going to be really exciting. You're going to like it. Any questions about those things before we drill? Okay. All right, let's take the finger symbols off for a minute. Yeah? Cool. So this shimmy step is a really, it is a really fundamental step. It's one of the 4 basic foot pattern steps for ATS. And even though it is a fundamental step, it doesn't mean that it's simple. It seems like there's actually a lot going on, but one of the things you can do to make it easy on yourself is to kind of relax into it. It's sort of like the more effort you push into this step, the less it's working out for you. So really, it's like going and bounce, going and bounce, going and bounce, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like you need to have some ease. You know what I mean? Like it's the reverberation off the ground that's really making all of this like. So it's like working with the natural sway in the hips, the reverberation, and the movement, and that's kind of like where you get Jello, I like it. I like it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and it's like, as long as your feet are falling in the correct place, do you know what I mean? Like you're still walking 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're trying to give like a little push when you get out of that step. Give yourself another blah, 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 and it's gonna come together. Yeah. Cool. Sweet. So shimmy walking, still walking. Yeah. Does anybody feel like they've had a moment where the light has shone in around the triple, around the finger symbol pattern, where they are like, oh,
I didn't remember
yeah.
that when we were on the Pico's one, that we
Uh-huh.
put in front.
Yeah, right foot in
Doing
front.
Side to side and then down.
You can do side to side, but it's
Okay.
really always a little bit, I think it's a little bit more right in front. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it's really hard to have your feet completely in parallel. But you can do them side by side or a little bit in front.
And what's the symbol for a level change? Is it 1 foot in front also?
So the symbol for the level change, we wouldn't be necessarily, we haven't done level change with fast moves yet. Okay. So we've only been using a level change for a slow move. And so the symbol for that is really like you're getting into the shimmy step because you come up on your toes, and that just shows that you're going to go down to whatever it was that you were doing on a flat foot. Yeah. Does that make sense? Cool. So we're going to add in our new step of the day, which is a Turkish shimmy. I'm going to show you first the arm. So the arms are your shoulder height. So 1, 2, center. 1, 2. And so what's going to happen, because the body's going to angle off a little bit like this, is it gives the impression that your arms are going all the way to the right and all the way to the left, but they don't. This is an optical illusion. So what's actually happening is the arms are going all the way to the right and back. All the way to the right and back. But here I am facing this left forward. So I'm going right and center. Right. Right. So just feet for the shimmy step, it's going to go right is 1, center is 2, back 3, center 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So without the shimmy, 2, 3, 4. The arms go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we're all on board so far with all that. So now we have to come up with the balls of our feet and actually add the shimmy step to what's happening with the feet and the hips. Yeah. So this is the Turkish shimmy. So here comes the next like layer of this. Sometimes I just like to think the arms are moving every time you step on the right foot. Yeah? So it starts over to the right, and then holds for the left, and then it's going back to the center on the right, back to the left, and then you start again. Yeah? Does that make sense? Yeah. So this is called a Turkish shimmy. It's in the family of the shimmy step. Yeah? But it's got this, it's a 4-count movement. So anybody who wants a note, right, a note to themselves. So the movement is called Turkish shimmy. Yeah. And Turkish shimmy has arms in 2 positions, right? They go to the right for 1 and 2, and then back to the center 3 and 4. Yeah. And then the feet are right is 1, left is 2, right is 3, left is 4. So it's going front, center, back, center. Yeah. So it's got that like salsa step, that like the scissors salsa step, right? Like vibe. But we're putting a 3/4 shimmy on the up on top of it. So it's just got a ton going on, to be honest. Yeah. So it just has a lot of layers. So my suggestion is you just do the best you can. And as long as you get this 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're working on your shimmy step, you'll be able to put them together. You know what I mean? So this is all like these more complicated moves when we work on stuff that's a little bit hard. This is when like our growth mindset like positive self-talk really comes in, because it's all about recognizing where we're succeeding and where we need to work, and just making a note to ourselves. Yeah. So this is not an easy movement for anybody out of the gate. So this is just something that we're going to practice working on. Yeah. And the practice set that I shared with you guys online has got, there is a quarter turn and a half turn variation while you play finger cymbals, which may be like, but honestly, in another year, you've only done this 9 times before today, right? This is class number 10. Like, think about all the stuff you know about this style of belly dancing that you learned in the last, like little chunk of time. It's kind of amazing. So
We are very productive.
we had a very productive summer. We've learned so much stuff, you guys. We really have come a long way. I feel really excited about September 12th. I hope that maybe a couple of people will feel like dancing at the flea market that day. I think it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be right before we come back. Yeah, it's that Saturday. So, and also no pressure for me ever, of course. Ooh, and cute news. That's Stella down there. Hi, Stella. She's our hostess. She's the owner of Yacht Theater. Hi.
Thank you.
Hold on, I'm going to show you guys. This is Stella here at the end. Yeah. Our hostess from Yacht Theater. How fun. All right. I know we have her to thank for our awesome summer out here under the golden egg. So I was inside with her actually looking at the space this last week. We did the square footage in there, and it's just under 2,000 square feet. So with the current COVID law, she can have 11 students in there with 6 feet of distance and mask. So, so just putting that out there. I think as long as we're still comfortable in the driveway, we'll stay in the driveway. And then when we were gonna know, we're gonna know. It's gonna be really clear, because everybody here knows that the weather is gonna like, yeah, and it's gonna be like, okay, well, now's the time to have a talk. So we'll have a survey, yes. But I think if 5 people wanted to go inside, I would be happy to host everybody else online, and any number between 5 and 11. I think even with as many people signed up for the classes we've had, we've never had more than 11 people actually come in person. So I think we would be in good shape, and we could always do a sign-up list or whatever, And I know somebody's like, you guys are mostly here every week, so that's awesome. And then other people kind of come and go depending on what's going on. Okay, so that was a lot of chatting. You guys ready to do some Turkish shimmying? Yeah, cool. Questions? Let's do this thing. Yeah, cool. So I'm gonna do it without finger cymbals for us now. Here we go. Sonia was just asking me a good question, which was, does it have to point to the corner? And I was telling her it's part of the cue, because the regular shimmy step is flat to the front. So when you're here, you're in the front, and then I'm on the side, and that's how I know I'm going to be doing this one. Yeah. Which is not to say that you couldn't do a regular shimmy step in a circle because you can. Do you know what I mean? Like, so it's not like hard and fast. Hey, Terry. So I would like to add in our Egyptian and Egyptian half turn to our practice. And then last week we did like an entire half the class on how to change the leader using Egyptian and Egyptian half turn. So we're gonna do all of our shimmy steps, right? This is shimmy madness, and Egyptian and Egyptian half turn. Yes? Would you guys like me to lead it first a few times before I cut you loose to practice? Okay, it's a plan. So let's do the thing.
Well, that was that.
We were so close.
What you? Should we just take turns without music?
I guess.
I don't know. I'm happy to. I'll start, and if
Okay.
it's terrible when I turn around, you'll be standing there with your thumbs down, and I'll know.
It won't be terrible. It'll be fine. Oh yeah, we lost her. I'm the host now. Oh, you muted. Can you unmute? Can I unmute there?
Okay. Wait. Why do I have
Zoom gave me responsibility. I don't want responsibility.
That's all right. Okay, here. Follow me.
Okay.
All right.
I'm 3.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Well done.
Thank you. And then there's something supposed to come after this. Oh, we were gonna do
Egyptian turns, which I don't.
I do this for a second.
I remember. I think it's coming to me now.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, there you are. So Christina's now Lita. Gallery view. Ah!
She's going.
I got it. Later.
All you, Jody.
Okay. Thorough mass. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm back. Oh, I forgot to be on my toes.
Oh, good job.
Thank you.
This is shooting madness, all right.
Sammy's a leader.
Sammy's the leader.
Oh, we're good at this.
We are. Is that any surprise, really?
Not really.
Oh, that was an awkward transition.
But it worked. We followed.
Good job.
Thanks.
Ooh, hang on. Ah.
What did it? Oh,
I'm good practicing here for the last few minutes.
yeah, because Facebook is backwards. So
I'm
Yes.
yes, Facebook is backwards. This is working just fine.
I think so too. Oh, I'm following Christina. Can't do that.
Oh, I'm in two, so I'm over here.
Whoop.
Thank you. I like the humming.
What?
The humming. You were humming.
That was me. Sorry.
That's fine.
I forgot that you could hear me. Ooh, good one, Christina.
That was really good.
Oh,
Whoop, did it go too fast? There it is. Let's do a choo-choo.
yay!
Haven't yet. I don't know. Do I have to switch arms when I go the other way? I don't know.
Your choice.
Okay. That was good.
Now I lost my train of thought. I know we know more moves than this, but I can't think of any.
What are they? Oh, the light's getting worse at my house. I need to turn on the light.
Well, at 5 minutes to the hour, I'm happy to call it.
Okay, cool.
Thank you both. This was great.
It was great. Yeah, that actually was a nice chance to practice leading.
Nice, good stretch.
Yeah.
Cool. Wee, everybody. Wee.
Maybe I'll watch the Facebook feed for stretching.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right. Good work, everybody. I don't know. Is Ava still with us? Good work, Ava.
We soon.
See you soon.
Okay.
Okay. See you on Facebook. Bye.
Bye.